Hello, welcome everybody to the Wednesday evening stream. Hello everyone. A surprise evening stream. We are once again playing Shardlight. This is stream number 2 of this game. So hope you guys are doing well. The stream is sponsored by our wonderful members of the channel, including our VIP members, Timothy and Blake Mayo, Sofia42, and Moderator Ray. And next we have our elite members, Chris Bowman, Jersey Kid, and Ju Suni. And our fan club members, Mo Nemo, Lori Lean, Lucas Oliveira, and also we have a whole bunch of basic level channel members. So thank you everybody for your support. Also want to say a special thank you to our special VIP donor, McVeet. Thank you for your generous support. Thank you for your donation once again. Hello everybody. Michael Wolf, hello. First time seeing you here. Hope you're doing well tonight. Alright, let's get started, guys. Here we go. Market District. One more thing we can try. The library or the bookstore. Maybe do some research on what the problem is.
Hello, Mariska.
Amy, hello!
Ooh, harvest.
Looks like you had quite the harvest.
Yes, thankfully. Though nothing is keeping very long. Weeds have become a big problem. Anything you want? You're looking very skinny these days. You should eat. Take a pumpkin. Half price for you. You can make pumpkin soup. You need your strength.
Oh, really?
No, it's okay.
One of these days, you'll get so skinny, you'll turn around and I won't be able to see you anymore.
It's all right, Mariska. I ate yesterday. I'll be fine for a little while longer.
No. You worry me when you say things like that.
Relax, it's okay. I'm not dead yet.
The weeds.
You said something about weeds being a problem? What are they called? What do they look like?
Blue burglar. It grows very fast, very difficult to control. Pretty blue flowers, though. Too bad they ruined my vegetables. Luckily, I finally got them under control. They won't come back for a long time.
Mariska, is this by any chance the weed you were telling me about?
The blue flower?
Yes. Take it away, Amy, and be careful. You let that thing get into the ground, and before you know it, they're everywhere.
I'll be careful with it, I promise. I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
The blue flower we got. Okay, it is the one, huh? Isn't it, guys? Okay, so this one.
This is apparently blue burglar, a weed that grows incredibly fast.
And this is going to help up the farm.
Pop, have you seen this weed before?
Sure, that's blue burglar. Haven't seen it in ages, though. Where'd you get it?
There's some growing near my place. Why is it called blue burglar?
Because it creeps up on you, seemingly overnight. Plant just one and your whole field will be full of them in a month.
Would your sheep eat it?
I think they'd eat anything at this point. Wouldn't hurt to try. Thanks, Amy. I'll go get some more and plant it tonight. At least the sheep we've got left might still stand a chance.
Happy to help.
We only got one phone booth load of blue flowers, guys. Would that be enough to feed all the sheep in this farm? Hopefully, it is enough. So now what do we? We have held up the farm. The two tasks, the two objectives are now complete. So do we now go back to the secret place? Hey, there's a little kid here. Oh?
Butcher, a word, if you would.
Yeah, what is it?
The Ministry of Resources is in need. You are hereby requested to provide your stocks of meat for government distribution.
But I hardly have any meat to spare, and it'll be a while before I can get more.
Be that as it may, Aurelius has extended you the courtesy. In exchange, you will be provided 2 water purifiers per month.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry. But know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
Water purifier. This sounds important. This sounds very useful. Maybe I can get one from him. we will share. Gus?
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. Your sheep should be fine now.
Really? What did you do?
Just gave Pop some blue burglar. He said it should be able to feed the sheep soon.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Amy. I can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad I could help. I saw you having words with that guard. What was that all about?
Yeah, nothing. He was just trying to get me to sell out to the government. I promised Danton I'd give the rebels my extra supplies. I'm not betraying her for the wigheads.
I admire your loyalty. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Alright, let's go back, guys. Oh, they're waiting for me.
Glad to see you've returned. I assume you've managed to sort things out with our suppliers?
Yes.
You've done well, Amy. I think you'll get along here just fine. But understand this. Committing yourself to help the Resistance is not a promise made lightly. We require your full cooperation and transparency. No secrets or lies. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
I understand, but remember not to ask for things you can't return.
Naturally. Now come with me.
Do you wait, where are we going? Ooh, the first time.
Thank you for helping our suppliers. As you can probably tell, recruitment has been slow, which has hindered our progress. But I think with your help, we just may be able to initiate some changes.
What is it you had in mind?
That letter you brought us came from our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. It contained extremely valuable information. I need you to infiltrate the Ministry of Medicine and confirm what this letter says. Do you have any questions?
Yes. Where is it? Where is the Ministry of Medicine? So Milton is a name on the letter, right?
This Milton, who was he? Why did knowing my father make him trust me?
As I mentioned before, he was our double agent in the Ministry of Energy. With his help, we were able to establish our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. In the early days of the rebellion, Milton also recruited your father as the official mechanic. They were good friends. I never met Cooper myself, but my understanding is that he was just as loyal as Milton. Losing them both has been a blow. I think we'll manage, though. After all, we have you now.
You mentioned my father was with the rebellion in the early days. How come he never mentioned it?
It doesn't surprise me. The previous attempt at a rebellion was met with disastrous failure. They didn't manage to get very far before being discovered and quelled by the aristocracy. Your father and Milton were the only original members to escape unharmed. It's taken us a very long time to get back on track, but I intend to avenge our forefathers and deliver the justice they died for.
If you're so against the government, why do you use the Ministry of Medicine's symbol as your code to get in here?
That's exactly what the aristocracy would expect. Having our own symbol would make us easier to find once they figured out what it was. Sometimes the best way to hide things is to put them in plain sight.
Right. Yes.
Can you tell me what it is I meant to find?
Our contact was unable to provide the exact details in case the letter was intercepted. But if the information he did give us is correct, it means the government is covering up something very important having to do with the green lung vaccine. If you confirm this, it will be exactly what we need to expose the government's lies and incite a revolution.
What if it turns out to be a false lead?
It won't. Believe me, you'll find something in there. You have to.
Hopefully.
What's the plan for getting me into the Ministry of Medicine?
An excellent question. You know how the wealthy have contracts with the aristocracy based on their support when they first formed?
I have a vague idea, sure.
If a government supporter were to show signs of green lung, the aristocracy would waste no time in sending a doctor to treat them. I want you to go to Fripp Square. My sources tell me that a notable supporter has recently been showing symptoms of the plague. His name is Silas Harrison. He should be visited by a doctor very soon. Find out when and where the visit will take place. Then, intercept the doctor, disguise yourself, and enter the Ministry of Medicine. Once you've done that, you'll locate the central storage room, where they keep the vaccine supply. I suspect that's where you'll find what we're looking for.
Maybe I should write all this down.
Right,
It's a
right.
lot to keep track of.
No, I'm sorry, but we can't have a paper trail. I trust you'll be able to make this happen. I know it's complicated and dangerous, but believe me when I say this information will change everything.
That was quite a handful, guys. Do we have a notebook? We should keep tabs on things, guys. All those are different objectives. That was a lot. Hopefully I remember every single one.
I guess I should get started.
Good. Head over to Fripp Square and find out where Harrison is. That should get you close enough to intercept his doctor. You might also try checking at the ministry itself. They might have some information on when the doctor is said to make his house call. Once you're in the ministry, you can identify our contact by using the code phrase. I'm not sure how much help he'll be able to give you, but having an ally on the inside is at least better than nothing. I wish you luck, Amy. Remember that if you succeed, the Resistance will reward you in far greater ways than the aristocracy ever could.
Alright. So we should have 2 locations right, on the map. 2 locations. And now we got new folks here, everybody, new members. We didn't ask her if we will get paid or not. That is an important question, is it not? I need to earn a living, right? So I better get paid. Maybe coupons or food coupons or things like that. Or maybe an extra lottery ticket, that would be helpful. Alright, but suppose we're volunteering right now.
Looks like she's writing down coordinates on that map.
On the map.
I shouldn't interrupt. She's hard at work. A somewhat crude map of the city. Looks like they're planning something near the Ministry of Energy Tower. I know my way around the city. I don't need a map.
But I do. But we do have one, guys. We do have a quick traveling map. So that will be sufficient. Is that a combat dummy?
They must use this for target practice. The wig and noose are a nice touch. I think it's meant for target practice, not boxing.
Shall we give it a few rounds, guys? Okay, there's a man right behind the blackboard.
He's pretty intent on his writing.
Oh, on the other side.
He looks busy. There's a bunch of stuff scribbled on it.
Formulas.
Don't waste time with that, Amy. You've got more important things to be doing.
I know. Just want to get my bearings here. Hello.
He's doing a nice job fixing that crossbow. Is that an Allen wrench?
Yep, scavenged it out in the waste. I got lucky.
I'll say you did. I've been looking for one for ages.
Can let you borrow this one once I'm done with it, if you need it.
I will remember it. Thank you very much. Thank you in advance.
Remember to wipe your feet when entering. There are no maids in this resistance.
Entering this particular part, guys. Right hand side. Through the pillar.
I should probably leave it where it is. He seems to be hard at work on something. Looks like a radio.
You're a mechanic.
Need any help with that?
Nah, I'm alright.
He's sound asleep. Nice to know things are relaxed enough around here that he can do that.
Alright, I'm Michael Wolf. Goodbye. See you next time.
I don't want to wake him. Hey,
What do you want?
A few questions, please.
how'd you get involved with Danton anyway?
She's family.
She is?
Yeah. When her parents died of green lung, she was left homeless and forced to beg on the streets. My folks took pity and adopted her. She can be kind of hot-tempered and rush into things, but I try and keep her in check as best I can.
So she's like your stepsister then?
What's your theory on what's inside the Ministry of Medicine?
Knowing the aristocracy, it could be just about anything. But from what I've heard Danton say, it's definitely something big.
Keep on doing what you're doing. Hi.
Don't bother. The aristocrats cut out her tongue.
Oh.
My God, that's awful. Why would they do that?
She used to work for the Ministry of Knowledge. She was caught stealing books, and that was her punishment. Apparently, Claudius did it himself. Ugly business.
Sorry, woman. That is a very harsh punishment, guys. But I will avenge you. We'll get rid of the whole thing. Get rid of the Ministry of Knowledge.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
Interesting company you keep downstairs.
So, you're working for them now, are you?
It seems that way.
We've been hard-pressed to find new recruits. You're a welcome sight. People are scared. Between the plague and rumors of the Reaper going around, nobody wants to get their hands too dirty if they could help it. Well, except for me.
I guess it's easier to be consistently miserable than to take a tough road to happiness.
You're starting to sound like Danton now. Be careful where you say that.
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
Alright, let's get going, guys. I think we should get going. We got new locations here. I feel like I need to head to the Ministry first. Oh, what again?
Good day to you, merchant.
Go away, you dog. I have nothing to say to you.
Now, there's no need to be.
I just try to make my living here. I have family to take care of, and no help from the aristocracy.
Well, if you would just let me...
My brother Pavel went out scavenging days ago and has not returned. We're all worried he's dead. What does the aristocracy do? Nothing. Sit in their towers and watch us starve. You are young. You do not remember life before the bombs. It was different. Guards were our friends, not monsters.
I appreciate your position, but...
Look, I think it's best if you just go. She's clearly upset.
Fine. I was here to extend an offer of food vouchers from the Ministry of Resources. But if she feels that way, it's her loss. Good day to you, citizen. I apologize for upsetting you.
Food vouchers,
Oh, thank you, Amy. I always get so angry when I see those guards.
But food vouchers, everyone. Alright, stay calm, Mariska. I'll be back. I'll talk to you again. So, Ministry of Medicine. Let's go there first. Yeah, there's another new location here, Flip Square. But I want to check things out over at this ministry, maybe the outside. Alright, Ilya, goodbye. I'll see you again. So... this is the Ministry of Medicine.
That's a nice statue, although the base looks a bit unstable.
Ooh, unstable base? We do have a crossbow, guys. But we don't have a reason to knock it down right now, so... remember, that is wobbling. Guardhouse. I don't think he'll let me pass.
Even if it wasn't locked, I don't think I could just go waltzing in there without permission.
Right. Let's talk to the guard.
Must be some kind of checkpoint for visitors. Doesn't look like it would be very comfortable in there. I can't get in there with the guard inside. He looks kind of bored. Excuse me.
What is it, citizen?
Could you tell me about this building, sir?
You don't get out much, do you? This is the Ministry of Medicine. They're in charge of all health-related issues in the city.
So this is where people come to get their vaccines?
Correct. Entry is by appointment only, I'm afraid.
I kind of figured as much. You know someone named Silas Harrison?
Silas Harrison? The name sounds familiar. But then, I see plenty of names on a daily basis. I have to write the name of all scheduled appointments here in my ledger.
Ooh, you have a ledger, huh? Can I put my name on it? I'll put my name on the wait list.
Don't suppose I could have a peek at your ledger.
Afraid not, miss. This is for government eyes only. And not to be rude, but you don't look like a government employee to me.
We'll see. We will see.
I just have to say, I've got the perfect life.
Good for you, miss. Now please, move along.
Keep up the good work.
Have a nice day, miss.
I'm going to say that line to everyone now. Every character. Even Napoleon himself. Even the big boss. So a ledger here. I need to get my hands on the ledger and put my name on it, maybe. Is there a way to... Oh, we can knock the statue down right now. Can we not? Can distract the guy. And then we can go inside the guardhouse. Would that be a good plan?
Going in there while the guard is around would get me in major trouble.
I'm gonna try it, guys. I'm gonna try it. I load a crossbow.
Let's hope this works.
Ooh! Right.
What was that?
Here's my chance.
What a mess. I told them this would happen eventually.
It's my chance. Go inside. The
Let's
ledger.
just have a look at this ledger. Here we go. Silas Harrison is being visited by a doctor this evening for green lung treatment. This information could be very important to certain people. Might be a good idea to take it with me.
We don't want to put our name on it, huh? That would be an easy way to go inside, guys. Can just ignore the other objective and go inside with our name on the ledger. So we have... oh, we tore it out. Okay.
According to this page, Silas Harrison is getting a green lung treatment this evening at sunset.
Okay. So do you need any help? Can offer
I'd better
me
not
your
disturb
help.
him right now.
I can offer me your help? Okay, that is wrong. I can offer you my help. Now that I think about it. Alright. So... Flip square.
Ah, Fripp Square. I do so love the dirty looks I get from people when I walk through here.
This looks like the cultural center, guys. The museum sector. With very nice music too, soothing music.
This guy is the local news delivery system for the residents of Fripp Square. Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Have you heard the name Silas Harrison?
I have, yes. He's fairly well known around these parts.
Can you tell me anything about him? Like where he lives?
Lady, I'm a town crier, not a town directory. If you want to put your nose where it don't belong, you're better off talking to Flora and Genevieve on the other side of the square.
The town crier, what do you do exactly? You cry wolf all the time? A town crier.
So you're a town crier? What do you actually do?
I deliver the news to the people of Fripp Square. They ask about specific headlines, I tell them. Some sort of breaking news arrives from the government, I read it. It's rather simple, really.
It's a human newspaper, guys. A newspaper researcher, I don't know.
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy restarts generators. Terrorists rumored in the market district. Mysterious object spotted over quarantine zone. And the weather report. So, what'll it be?
Well, there's a long list. What's the weather like?
What's the weather report?
You'll soon find out.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Weather conditions are as follows. Partly cloudy with a 0% chance of rain. Today's high will be 24 degrees Celsius and the low will be 20. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Thank you.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy
I know about the
rumored
headlines.
in the market district. Mysterious objects
I know.
the weather report. So, what'll it be?
I will pick... I guess we have to pick them all. Maybe they are important in a way.
How about Ministry of Energy restarts generators?
Fine.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. The Ministry of Energy released a report saying that they have succeeded in restarting 60% of the city's reactors. As a result, more power will be available, starting with the area around Fripp Square. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Does he actually do that every single time? Using the microphone and the megaphone?
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Time to wake up everyone here, including the drunkards.
Can I hear some news?
Very well.
All right.
Minister
Those headlines again. The same
and
one.
the weather. So,
I want to hear terrorists rumored in the Market District.
if you wish.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Rumors have surfaced of a group of terrorists headquartered somewhere in the Market District. These dissidents are to be considered armed and extremely dangerous to public safety. Anyone with information leading to their arrest is encouraged to report to the nearest aristocrat guard. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
How about a private Q&A? We don't have to use a microphone every single time.
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right,
All right, the same ones again.
I'd like to hear mysterious objects spotted over quarantine zone.
Right you are.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. This past week, several citizens reported sighting a strange object in the sky over the quarantine zone. Rumors have persisted that it was the Reaper. However, the Ministry of Knowledge insists that this is not the case. The aristocracy reminds citizens not to be swayed by baseless rumors and superstitions. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Alright,
Hello there.
May I?
okay. Let's give him a test.
I've got some news for you. I've got the perfect life.
You, of all people, have the perfect life? I guess that really is news.
I've got things to do. We'll talk later.
Well then, don't let me keep you.
If I'm going to say that line to everyone, guys, maybe I need to borrow his microphone, his megaphone, and then broadcast the line. That would be a very good idea.
This poster is encouraging people to get vaccinated for green lung. If only it were that easy for everyone. This poster is
Yes.
That's a pretty dramatic statue. I guess that must be the eponymous Mr. Fripp.
Mr. Fripp?
I don't think that would be a good idea.
What, climbing the statue? And catch those birds? An old man.
He looks fairly lost in thought. Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. Oh, what can I do for you?
I'm Amy Wellard. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Amy. My name is Maximilian Huber, but please call me Max.
Do you live around here?
Yes, just around the corner, but ever since my wife passed, I like to get out of the house and spend time with my friends.
Your friends?
Yes, the Ravens.
The Ravens.
So, how much time do you spend with your friends?
Not all day, but most of it. They are beautiful creatures, aren't they? How those Reaper cultists have turned them into a symbol of fear is beyond me, but to each his own, I suppose. I only wish I had something to feed them with. The poor things look terribly hungry.
What do they eat?
Anything, really. Meat, vegetables, insects. They're not picky eaters by any means.
I'll see what I can find. Insects. What about pumpkin? Do they eat pumpkin? I can get one. I can get one for free.
I'm looking for Silas Harrison. Do you know him?
Know him? Not personally, but I know who he is, certainly.
You wouldn't happen to know where he lives, would you?
I'm afraid not. I never had any cause to pay him any social calls at his home. My apologies.
You know, it's days like these that make me realize I've got the perfect life.
That's a lovely attitude to have, my dear. Your optimism is inspiring.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
Max Huber, that is his name. Okay, so that's the Ministry of Knowledge. It's right there, guys.
The Ministry of Knowledge. It's where they keep all the documents and educational materials from before the bombs. Extremely limited access, of course. There's no way I can just walk in there. I'd have to fill out heaps of paperwork and probably wait years for an appointment.
Wow.
This is the intersection of Jordan Street and Booth Avenue.
Alright, I think I know who these ladies are. Those are the gossiping ladies. Lady in green and lady in red.
Did no one teach you that it's rude to stare?
Excuse me?
Yeah. Oh. Where did you come from?
She looks like she just came from the quarantine zone.
Don't be silly. You know nobody ever leaves that awful place. In any case, I'm sure you've got a lottery job you should be doing. Why don't you run along and leave us to our conversation? Which reminds me, I need some new servants. I was entertaining guests the other day, and they kept interrupting.
Good help just keeps getting harder to come by.
Oh, wow. Oh, I can hear them. They are gossiping, guys. Okay, they stop every single time I get close to them, so... Is there a way to get close without them noticing?
But why did you even... And then before this,
Wow, a 2003 Fairway debutante. I'm surprised it's still intact. Most of these were gutted for parts and metal in the years after Blast Day. A little too modern for my needs. Plus, I don't think the people around here would take too kindly to scavengers.
And then before this, and then before this.
Waste bin?
It's a small waste bin. It appears to be almost full to the brim. I'm not picking up those ladies' garbage.
But I'm curious what they threw away. I wonder what those items are.
I'd sooner cut off my own tongue before speaking to those snobs again.
So no one knows where our guy lives here, guys. He's supposed to be here somewhere, right?
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
I've got things to do. We'll talk later.
Well then, don't let me keep you.
So there's only one exit in this area. Is there one right beside the car? Okay, hold on guys. Maybe we can go... Maybe we can go here. There's no exit at that end. Okay, one exit. Interesting. The ravens. Huh, feeding the birds. Maybe that will somehow distract the ladies. Feeding the birds. I don't have anything right now. But as I was saying earlier, the pumpkin. Shall we go try the pumpkin? I am back, Mariska.
Hello, Mariska.
Amy, hello.
Can I get a pumpkin? Ooh, yes.
Do you have any vegetables a raven might like to eat?
Ravens? Yes, I see them around my garden all the time. They love my alfalfa sprouts.
Have you got any for sale?
Sure, but take this bag. On the house.
Are you sure?
Yes, I owe you after helping me with the guard. It's the least I can do.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
You really shouldn't make trouble with the guards.
I'm not making trouble. It's them who are causing all the problems.
You know as well as I do, you haven't got a brother named Pavel.
Well, they need to understand that life's not easy for us. It's not like they do anything about it anyway.
Just try not to get so riled up, Marishka. He was trying to help you out.
The day I take help from those dogs is the day I die.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
No brother, huh? I was about to put that on my side objective list, guys. To find her brother and then save him from somewhere, from an enemy or so. But she doesn't even have one. I got fooled, just like that god. Alright.
It's full of alfalfa sprouts. Excuse me, sir? I got this bag of alfalfa sprouts. You know, so you can feed the birds.
Thank you. This will certainly make the birds pleased.
What does that do?
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
Do you know the two women over there? They're kind of rude.
Them? Oh, don't pay them any mind. They're just a couple of harpies who have nothing better to do with their time than gossip about everything. You should hear them any time the newsman reads out a headline. It's non-stop chatter.
Oh.
But please, let's discuss something more worthwhile, shall we?
Interesting, guys.
That little raven up there isn't getting any food.
You're right. I'll toss some extra food closer to it so it can eat.
Those flying rats just knocked the waste bin over. Oh, the smell!
Disgusting. I hope a street cleaner comes to clean it up.
Seriously.
Yeah, clean the mess. The mess made by those ladies, guys. They are the mess here. They don't belong here. Can we clean them away? Okay, so the waste bin has been knocked off.
Well, it's about time someone came. Now, what was that you were saying, Genevieve?
Do you believe in the Reaper, Flora?
Goodness, no. That's just a bedtime story to scared children.
I don't know. The other day, I could have sworn I saw a raven with red eyes staring at me.
Really, Jenny? I wouldn't have expected you to be the superstitious type. Please, let's talk about something else.
Interesting, guys. So whatever they gossip about is connected to the new news broadcast. So if I pick a topic.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy restarts generators.
The same ones.
Terrorists rumored in the market district. Mysterious object spotted over quarantine zone. And the weather report. So, what'll it be?
Are these not the same ones? Shall we pick the terrorist, guys?
I want to hear terrorists rumored in the market district.
Okay.
If you wish.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Rumors have surfaced of a group of terrorists headquartered somewhere in the market district. These dissidents are to be considered armed and extremely dangerous to public safety. Anyone with information leading to their arrest is encouraged to report to the nearest aristocrat guard. This concludes the news bulletin.
Alright. It's the same one. So now we talk to the old man, Max.
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
I think we have to do the same thing over again.
That little raven up there isn't getting any food.
You're right. I'll toss some extra food closer to it so it can eat.
Oh, they've knocked the bin over again!
Little monsters. Why doesn't Tiberius just have them shot to extinction?
You know, that's not a bad idea. They should make that a lottery job immediately.
These overprivileged ladies.
It's terrifying to think that there would be such awful people out there wishing harm on us.
Oh, I know. I can't imagine how I'll be able to sleep tonight. Though I suppose there's something to be said for 6 inches of reinforced steel walls.
I'm one of those people, guys. Wish harm on you, ladies. Not real harm, but I don't know, maybe superficial harms. So, what is the point of all this then? So, whichever topic we picked will have an effect on the conversation, what they will be talking about. So, how is that going to help us?
Oh dear, you frightened them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max. How is this going to help? He doesn't talk about... wait, what is the name of the guy again? What is his name?
According to this page, Silas Harrison is getting a green lung treatment this evening at sunset.
Silas Harrison. He doesn't talk about Silas Harrison, guys. Those are topics. The green lung disease. Is there a way to make him talk about Silas? But it's not on the topic list. Can I show this to our newsman? Show him the name.
I think you should have a look at this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Attention citizens!
Oh.
The following is an important news bulletin. Silas Harrison, noted government philanthropist, has contracted green lung. He is due to begin medical treatment this evening. Anyone who has had contact with Harrison is advised to monitor their symptoms and should notify the Ministry of Medicine if they begin feeling ill. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
He made it public, not me. That is not supposed to be public information, guys. So, okay, we repeat this again. Would the ladies gossip about
Hello,
Silas?
miss. What can I do for you?
Maybe they tell me where he lives. Maybe they'll know about his address.
That little raven up there isn't getting any food.
You're right. I'll toss some extra food closer to it so it can eat.
I don't believe this. They're back again.
You don't suppose... No, it can't be. A sign.
Don't be silly, Genevieve. Those are just superstitions. We're going to sit calmly and let someone clean this mess up.
It's an omen. It's an omen. Maybe a bad one.
Can you believe Harrison kept his disease to himself?
I know. I was just at his manor last week. Now we'll need to go to the ministry and get checked.
Everyone on Thredson Street will. He should know better than to throw parties if he's got green lung.
I'll bet his gardener gave it to him. His love of topiaries will be the death of him.
Interesting. A mansion on Thredson Street with topiaries. I just hope Harrison's tastes are unique.
Very nice. So, that means we have a new address? Thank you, ladies, for your help. New location? Do we have one? Oh, there, Harrison Manor. Right. Oh, the doctor.
I'm Dr. Collins from the Ministry, here to see Mr. Harrison.
Of course. He's in his room. Just walk down the hall. It's the 4th door to the left.
Damn, looks like I got here too late. But maybe there's still a way I can get close to the doctor without being seen.
Alright, the servant. He is the butler. He's dressing like a butler. The head butler, guys. And he is doing topiary. No, he's only the gardener.
He's got quite the artist's touch. These topiaries are pretty impressive.
Is that a flamingo?
I don't think drawing attention to myself is a good idea. Nice looking bird. Although, I'm not sure what kind that's supposed to be.
So, I need to distract the guy then. He is doing topiary outside the house. And he can see me if I go inside using the front doors. Right? Around the mansion. I can go the other way. And go to the back.
Nice. Even if I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Rattling the bush will only draw unwanted attention. Decadent. This Harrison guy is clearly doing well for himself. I won't be able to get inside from here.
I know.
Hard to tell from this distance, but it looks like that's the kitchen in there.
Okay, let's try going this way.
Interesting. Looks like the house goes back a ways in that direction.
Nice.
This window looks into the kitchen. This
All the
window
windows?
looks into the kitchen.
There's an open window right there. On the second floor.
They're creeping up the side of the mansion. So cliche.
I can climb the vines to get to the ledge. Even though it's a bit cracked, guys, I don't think we'll fall. We'll fall down.
Either someone was careless, or they just enjoy a cool breeze. I can't reach it.
Try the vines.
They're creeping up the side of the mansion. So cliche.
Climb it.
Those vines are way too flimsy to support my weight. Anyway, I don't need to go upstairs.
I don't need to go upstairs, why not? Do we not need... Wait, hold on, guys. The lights are out on the second floor.
This window looks into a bedroom.
Bedroom. Okay, let's see if the guy is in his bedroom or not.
Time to do a little peeping.
Oh.
Good evening, Mr. Harrison. What seems to be the trouble?
You know damn well what the trouble is. I've got that blasted plague.
What symptoms have you been having?
Last week, the coughing started. Since then, it's only gotten worse. And yesterday, I hacked up some blood. I've had a fever all of today and haven't felt like eating anything since yesterday. Not to mention, I haven't been able to sleep a wink.
I see. Have you been in contact recently with anyone showing symptoms of the disease?
Well, 2 weeks ago, I was relaxing outside in my yard when some vagrant came by to ask if I could spare any food. Well, naturally, I told him I couldn't, but he became belligerent when he heard that and spat in my face. To think, a man of my stature with green lung. I can't imagine the scandal.
Green lung doesn't discriminate, Mr. Harrison. It can affect anyone.
So can you do anything for me, Doctor?
Not to worry. You're in good hands. Your support of the Ministry of Knowledge means you'll receive only the finest care the government can offer. I'm going to give you a dose of vaccine. That should fix you up by morning, but you'll need to get another dose in about a month's time.
Why can't you eggheads at the Ministry of Medicine get off your collective asses and develop a cure already?
We're trying, believe me. This isn't an easy disease to cure, but the treatment works almost instantly. You'll see.
So I'm stuck getting this injection once a month for the rest of my life?
I'm afraid so, although I'm sure you'll agree that it beats the alternative.
Yes, well, that is true. I could be dying in the streets like those filthy mongrels in the quarantine zone.
Yes, with the monthly injection, you won't have to worry about entering the terminal phase.
Let's not think about that. A dreadful business, really. Let's focus on my treatment.
Of course. Just hold still a moment. There we go. You should feel like a new man in just a few hours. I'm going to leave an appointment card here for you. Just bring it to the Ministry of Medicine when you're due for your next vaccine dose.
Can't I send my servant to get it for me and bring it back here?
The green lung vaccine is a valuable commodity, Mr. Harrison. We don't release it to just anyone.
So can't you just come back and shoot me up when it's time? I don't want to have to go all that way.
We'll see. I know you've curried favor with the aristocracy, but I'll leave the card here just in case. Oh, and I'll leave a little something with your butler to help you sleep. But give the vaccine a few minutes to circulate before you take it.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Think nothing of it. Feel better, Mr. Harrison.
Wow.
That card is my ticket into the ministry. But how am I supposed to get it?
That means we ain't go. What is he doing?
Where is that confounded servant of mine?
Your butler, I mean. Well, we can go in through the window, the open window, can we not? Anyway, he doesn't know that he's catching the disease. It's a public knowledge now. Everyone knows about your Queen Lung disease. We just broadcasted the news. So, thank you very much. You're welcome. Alright, the card is right there, guys. Renata, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm doing well, thank you very much. How are you doing? Also, Yao Bikuni, hello. Thank you for dropping by. This is your first stream. Nice meeting you. Anyway, he doesn't have an icon, guys. Alright, nothing has an icon here. Second floor, the window.
Either someone was careless. I can't reach it.
Try the vines again.
Those vines are way too flimsy to support my weight. Anyway, I don't need to go upstairs.
But if I can get through the window, I can go back down to the first floor. Right?
I've given him a dose of vaccine. He should be back to normal by tomorrow.
Oh, joy. I'm so relieved.
If it's any help, I have some sleeping pills for him. He should be ready to take them shortly.
Good. At least that'll give me some more peace for a while. Soon enough, he'll start ringing that damn bell for everything again.
Well, I wish you luck. I need to head back to the ministry now.
Thank you, Doctor. Have a nice evening.
You too.
Wow. All that guy cares about is a topiary. So he finds his boss annoying, guys. Reasonably. Right. Can I talk to the servant, the butler?
I don't think drawing attention to myself is a good idea.
A rough week, eh, right? Pronounce Yao or Ow. I heard myself. Okay, Ow. I was just called. It's like the bird owl. Is that right? Hello, everybody. All right.
I don't think I'll be able to just walk right into the manor. I'll need to be a little more subtle.
So, since we cannot go through the second floor window, maybe we can distract the guy. He loves topiary so much. I do have my crossbow.
I haven't got any ammo.
No ammo? Only got one. We used once. And now we're out of ammo. How about the pistol then?
I don't see how I can use that there.
We need to destroy the topiary.
I don't see how I can use that there.
How about the window then? Destroy the window.
I don't see how I can use that there.
I don't know why we cannot just climb to the second floor.
I can't reach it.
The vines.
Those vines are way too flimsy to support my weight. Anyway, I don't need to go upstairs.
I need to go upstairs! Second floor is connected to the first floor. Don't you not know that?
They're creeping up the side of the mansion. So cliche.
I know. Can I go into the kitchen then? Oh, look into the kitchen, everyone. What are we looking at? The kitchen. So we don't have hotspots here though. Only the window has an icon.
I wonder why these windows haven't got curtains. Huh, it's unlocked.
What the heck? Is that easy? Windows are unlocked. Oh, the bell! Oh no. Will that alert the guy? Or maybe not. Maybe not, guys. Yeah, he was ignoring the bell made by his rang by his boss earlier, so he doesn't care about bells. I think we can just go right in.
Odd. I would have thought someone as well-to-do as Harrison would have an electric stove. No time for cooking now. Looks like tonight's dinner is some kind of soup.
What kind of soup? A taste test.
Smells good. I can't believe all this food is going to waste on just one person.
The butler can eat the rest. And the servants.
Well, if nobody else is gonna eat it. A little dry, but at least it's better than nothing.
Yeah, don't mind me put a wing up and the drumstick.
I wonder when these were made. They don't exactly look fresh. They look stale. I'd rather not.
Don't be so picky.
Someone made tea recently. It smells slightly fruity. I was never much of a tea drinker. Looks like someone hasn't washed up yet. I'm not the maid. An odd place to store a sack of flour. I guess they must have used it recently.
Flour?
I'm no baker. That can stay right where it is.
Is there anything we can grab?
This is most likely where Harrison keeps all his fancy silverware.
Ooh.
I haven't got time to go rifling through kitchen drawers. Would you look at that? It's like a portable well.
We'll get water from that.
A variety of knives. They don't look like they've been used much. I've already got a weapon. I wonder if he gets his from the salt flats, too. I don't think I'll be needing any more salt right now. I wonder if Clem or Gordon would be interested in something like that.
A lot of things to look at, but...
Those towels are surprisingly clean. Guess they don't see much use.
Cannot get anything here, huh? Oh, a tower! You can grab a tower.
Nice and soft.
Oh, just feeling the tower, feeling the fabric. We're not getting a tower. Oh, that was pointless.
A ladle and a wooden spoon. Standard kitchen equipment, I guess.
Let's get that.
I'm sure no one will notice one missing ladle.
Oh, finally, we got something, guys. We got a ladle?
I don't need a wooden spoon.
We got a ladle. Can hit the ladle with a bucket. It's like ringing a bell.
I'd rather not put that in the bucket.
A makeshift bell. The bell sound. Anything else? So we cannot get out of the kitchen from here. Can just not go next doors. I wonder if the window is actually locked. Next door, the bedroom window. Are they locked?
The window's not locked, but I can't open it while Harrison is awake.
Oh. We need to put him to sleep. Everybody. And he was ringing the bell. He was pulling on the rope. And the butler ignored him. Poor guy. What is the point of the ladle then?
I don't see how I can use that there.
The lardo. There's nothing here, huh? The pod? Guess something from the pod. Oh.
Tomato.
Tomato? I can actually look at the bell.
I'm guessing this is what Harrison uses to call his servant. I can't quite reach the rope.
I can ring the bell. What is the point though? I can ring the bell. With the lardo?
Even with the ladle, the rope is still too high for me to reach.
Oh, I can open that window. I can open that window. Why? So the server can hear the bell with the open window? It's only like feet apart. Oh.
And so it begins.
Shall we leave? Shall we go back outside? Maybe, I think he is going into the kitchen, guys.